Okay, sorry about that. I'm on vacation with my family and currently doing this, so get back at it. How we're gonna do this is we're gonna start low scale at first. So we're just gonna implement it to maybe a big city. Well, probably not even a big city. You'd probably go something small town, 10,000 people. Implement it, see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, we can always back out, and that way we haven't invested too much money into it. But if it does work out right away, we can implement a new test series and then work out the kinks in that system, and therefore we're able to try to make this the best system that we can before we go broadband with it and really put it out to the whole nation. And another part of this is we're gonna have to get our PAG challenge inputs because they're the ones there, they're the ones putting in the time, they know what's going on, they know how it feels, and keeping them happy is up there in priorities, probably number one. And then the goal out of this obviously is this nationwide so we can implement it everywhere. And why do we think this is a good idea? Good idea because FedEx is late. We joined in like 1971 to the ground shipping business. UPS has been at it for over 100 years. They have businesses already locked in that they've been satisfying for how many years, and we can't compete with that. We're gonna have to undercut them, and we can't afford to at this rate just because our stocks are so far down. And secondly, we need to diversify. And by this I mean if we pad our trailers, that's gonna totally set us apart from everybody else. Nobody else does that. That's such a new concept. And if we can do that, we can really set ourselves apart. And that is going to be a huge part in trying to increase the sales of the company and just, skyrocketing us back up to the top where we need to be. Another part of this is keeping the workers happy. Again, number one priority. And how can we do this? Obviously, pick a trial city, like I said before. Examine the results, see what happens. Doesn't go good, we can always back out, but just keep trying, figure out, like, with lack of a better word, just work out the kinks. And we need to be able to expand to new cities. If this does work, we need to be able to figure out where the next cities are going to be and where we can pinpoint what's going to be the most effective and what's going to give us the best results. And then obviously goal 5 is just like changing, putting it over to the rest of the nation. We need to overchange the whole fleet, all 85,000, or I think it's around that number now, of just ground vehicles, 85,000 ground vehicles, and that's the goal. Some downsides to this, not fun facts, are this will be expensive. Padding's not expensive. That hourly wage we're going to have to pay people to do this will not be expensive. It's a major risk. You can't go wrong with that, but every company has to take one in order to put themselves back on top. And like I said before, we have about 85,000, which is a little bit under 100,000 trailers that we need to change, but sometimes the reward outweighs the risk, and we just need to focus on that. And how does this help? One, increases employee productivity. That's going to get our deliveries out faster, going to put us above everybody else, and leads to the next point. It's going to set us apart from people. Nobody else does this. This is going to be totally new. And then again, leads to the next point. It's going to rebuild our brand. We're going to be known as the people that give you 0% chance of a damaged package with these cushions. And it's going to increase revenue, which is what we all need right now with the stocks being down. And that is my presentation. Thank you all for coming.